Excellencies, delegates, colleagues, friends, I want to start by thanking the United Arab Emirates for hosting us and for all they have sought to achieve. We needed this COP to send crystal clear signals on several fronts. We needed a global green light signaling it's all systems go on renewables, climate justice, and resilience. On this front, COP28 delivered some genuine strides forward, tripling renewables and doubling energy efficiency. A framework for the global goal on adaptation, operationalizing the Loss and Damage Fund, and making an initial down payment. At every stage, climate action must strive forward, side by side with human development, dignity, and opportunity. There will be reams of analysis of all the initiatives announced here in Dubai. They are a climate action lifeline, not a finish line. Now, all governments and businesses need to turn these pledges into real economy outcomes without delay. COP28 also needed to signal a hard stop to humanity's core climate problem, fossil fuels and their planet-burning pollution. Whilst we didn't turn the page on the fossil fuel era in Dubai, this outcome is the beginning of the end. These climate conferences are, of course, a consensus-based process, meaning all parties must agree on every word, every comma, every full stop. This is not easy. It's not easy at all. Indeed, it underscores just how much these UN conferences have achieved in recent decades. Without them, we would be headed for close to 5 degrees of warming, an open and shut death sentence for our species. We're currently headed for just under 3 degrees. This still equates to mass human suffering, which is why COP28 needed to move the needle further. The global stocktake showed us clearly that progress is not fast enough, but undeniably it is gathering pace. I firmly believe this is because the political and economic logic is increasingly insurmountable. Human lives in huge numbers are being lost in every country, while fossil fuels hit household budgets and national budgets alike. Whilst there are vast benefits of bolder climate action, more security, stability, and protection for 8 billion people, more jobs, greater economic growth, less pollution, and better health, more empowerment of women as powerful agents of change, more harnessing of nature and its best custodians. Which brings me to what comes next. This is very clear. We must get on with the job of putting the Paris Agreement to full work. In early 2025, countries must deliver new nationally determined contributions. Every single commitment on finance, adaptation, and mitigation must bring us in line with a 1.5-degree world. Countries must prepare and submit their first ever biennial transparency reports by the end of next year. As UN climate change, we will keep working to improve the process and help parties go further, faster, and fairer. I want to pay tribute to all my colleagues at UN Climate Change for their unfailing professionalism, and commitment. Colleagues, I thank you for doing everything possible to keep us on the straight and narrow, and always with one eye on our planet, quite literally around the clock. Delegates, you deserve the support you need to have all information, facts, and facilities available in a good working order. So allow me to also flag that UN climate change is now creaking under the weight of mandated processes and work streams. Through the first global stocktake, many parties called for various work programs, bodies, processes, and stakeholders to immediately step up their support in response to the GST outcome, helping enable more ambition and implementation of NDCs. Our budget is currently less than half funded, and so I ask you to address this. Otherwise, it will be impossible to fulfill parties' core requirements and expanded demands going forward. My final message is to ordinary people everywhere, raising their voices for change. Every one of you is making a real difference. In the crucial coming years, your voices and determination will be more important than ever. So I urge you never to relent. Delegates, friends, we are still in this race. We will be with you every single step of the way. I thank you. Shukran.